Charge up your game with excitement. Highest odds on the market. Coverage of all live and pre-match events. Place your bets with Solid Bookmaker and win with your favorite teams. Take what's rightfully yours with GG.bet.
Mirage will be our second map of this series, and I'm sure IPet will be hoping that this one goes a bit better for them. My name is Hawker, here to bring you through the action, and we are right into the pistol round. Frankie gets a quick trade on towards B. The smoke allows them to get that bomb down safely, and Alman doesn't seem to have a gun, but he's shooting it anyway. The invisible Glock gets a kill through. Alman finds a second, and Frankie just taps off the head beautifully. Mutant, the last man left alive, stuck behind the short pillar. Trying to close the distance on towards the site. Time is against him. Frankie will go down. Mutant gets on the bomb, but Advent can just play the time. He knows he doesn't have to peek straight away, and he can get the kill with ease. Vici win in the pistol round. Nice B take from them as well. They only needed the one kill to actually get the bomb down on the site. Mainly because that smoke at the back of the bomb site actually was really helpful. Also helped that IPet didn't have too many players committed to the site itself. They were trying to rotate in, but could not get into position. And again, Alman apparently is going to have an invisible gun all game long. I might have to try to reconnect at some point to see if I can fix that. But right now, we've got to focus on the round at hand. And the AK, which Alman is currently wielding, will be getting the opening kill of this round. They could try and push Alman down here. They could try and get the AK away from him. And there we go. Mutant gets the kill. The AK will be recovered. And here we go. They're all rushing him down. Mutant gets one frag, but there were just too many players against him. Couple of kills for IPet, but nothing too significant in that one. Here comes the buy into round 3, though, and Lili has instantly gone for the AWP. So I'm sure we'll see him try to maybe take some early fights. He obviously doesn't have the Kevlar, so he's got to be somewhat careful that he doesn't get, you know, nades coming towards him. He can't be taking too many risks. And there was a nade in towards window. Luckily for him, he's away from that one. F-Core in with a double kill. Okay, it's a flurry of frags for IPet. They've just won the round. Unless Alman can win a 1v5, which is not going to be happening. IPet just absolutely crush Vici in towards mid. And Vici don't have money for this subsequent round. So IPet getting something together here after losing the pistol. And Vici will decide to buy. Their money is so bad that they have to force up into this one. And they get 2 AKs out, which is better than nothing. The real problem with this buy for Vici is the lack of nades. They've only got Kaza with a smoke and 2 flashes. So it's really up to those AKs to open up this round, you would think. Ooh, Zoking nearly gets the timing right, but he ends up going down first. One of the AKs has been dropped. It could be recovered if Vici were to move into position, and oh, nice boost for Mutant. Gets another kill through for his team. Elsewhere, though, Frankie did win that duel over towards Palace. And, whoa, how is he there? Okay, Alman was in towards window room. Luckily, Mutant manages to spot him out, and it's only left on to Frankie to try to find an ace. And that's not going to be happening. Flash comes through. Frankie goes down. And IPet are looking good to take the lead here. He was saying that Mirage is definitely a better opportunity for this IPet team. It's a map they play much more often. They actually played it in their earlier series against Vital Spark and won on Mirage 16-7. So definitely a better map for this IPet squad. And that's starting to show in these early couple of rounds. They look good to gain the lead here, as long as Vici don't miraculously win this one with just the pistols. Flying in on the A site, sprays them down, triple kill on the hold. USP out, but he actually goes down. Oh no, Alman dies in the molly. He might have been able to get that bomb plant down, but the Molotov spreads towards him. If Vici could have got the bomb plant in that round, they might have been able to get the AWP here. They might have been able to get some extra nades. Instead, it is going to be a slightly weakened buy for Vici. Instead of the AWP that Kaza was looking for, he will be stuck with a scout. And speaking of Kaza, he was one of the best players for Vici. Arguably the best player for Vici on that first map, but he's currently not got a single kill on the board. Shot lands. Oh, wow. Kaza gets the follow-up through the box. Beautiful lineup there, and now there's an AWP available for him. This is exactly what Kaza would have wanted. The AWP goes into his hands. Vici are a man behind, but there's always the chance that Kaza could find a pick for his team. It's actually Alman in from below to equalize the numbers. Vici bring it into a 3v3. And this is a great position for Vici, because look at the CTs on the minimap. They are so spread out across the board that they will not be able to find any trade frags. And we already see that come into play. NMSL was alone in connector. As soon as he goes down, Vici get the man advantage, and IPet decide they have to try and take a gamble. Mutant rotates away from B, thinking that it's more likely to be an A-sided play, but I don't think that's the right read. Vici are moving on towards the B site, and Mutant will not really arrive in time. Just can't quite find the angle. Eventually gets the opening, but the bomb will be planted safely. Alman stays on the site. Kaza blinded towards short, but the AWP will successfully connect that shot. And Flying was hoping that Kaza would peek towards him. Sadly, that option is not afforded to him. And with Flying being so far away from the B site, you've got to assume that this round is over. And I wonder if now Kaza's got the AWP in his hands, maybe that's what Vici were waiting for. Gets his first 2 kills. Alman actually goes down at the end, but that's not going to matter all that much. The main aim there was making sure Kaza saved the AWP, which does come through. We've also got the AWP on the CT side, though. Lai misses the jump towards mid. Molotov makes things awkward. He's trapped, but he gets the opening. I thought he was stuck there, but I think he was sticking around to get the opening pick. Nice shots in from Lai, but Kaza managed to find a kill of his own. So both AWPs open up the round for their respective teams. Again, though, that means that IPet have to probably switch things up slightly with their CT hold. They have to leave one of the areas on the map slightly weaker, and right now it looks like they're leaving mid fairly open. Lai will just be watching connector from the A side of things, while F-Core will be containing them on short. Vici will be able to move up mid. Lai trying to peek forwards. Advent has snuck his way in, but F-Core 1 step ahead of him. wins that 1v1 fight. Vici are all grouped up over towards the B apartments. Kaza might... Oh, great shot from Frankie. I was not expecting him to land that one. And F-Core is trying to stop the cross to the site, but he's not in the best position to do so. Kaza just waits for the rotate, connects the shot. The nade might land towards Lili, but he manages to avoid it. Might not matter though, because Vici are racking up the kills. Good nade on towards Frankie, does a chunk of damage towards him. And Flying is sticking around, seeing if there's anything that they can get going. But IPet might just be giving up on this round. The 2v3 retake deemed a little too difficult for them. They will try to carry over a couple of guns into the next round. And you can see with IPet's money, saving these 2 guns might allow them to get a good buy into the next. It's going to be somewhat close, but Lili and Flying can both drop rifles to their teammates. And yeah, saving those 2 guns should actually give them almost a perfect buy here. You can see that NMSL has been forced down to a FAMAS. He could have asked Lili for a drop, but Lili wants to save some of that extra money. He's not even going to buy the kit or the extra nades. He wants to make sure he can get that AWP as soon as possible into the future rounds, but the AWP will not be having impact. He tries to push underpass, which is a massive gamble to take with the AWP there. You can take some very close range fights. You could easily have a couple of opponents coming towards you. And Lili's gamble does not pay off. Alman was ready and waiting in towards underpass. And that AWP is going to be out of the round for the CTs. I like this response from IPet. Flying tries to take back some map control. They're a man down, so they want to get something onto this one. And depending on the timing, Flying could get this flank through. There's a man coming T-spawn. Flying gets the reaction shot. Really well done onto the first. And MSL has to try and contain them in towards mid. Vici begin to move through connector. Frankie, in the meantime, is creeping up through A ramp. So NMSL has to be very, very careful here. He decides he's got to play it safe. Falls back through the smoke. Flying is sitting in Palace. NMSL goes forwards, but doesn't get a reward. Nearly gets the lineup, but Advent manages to stop him. And Mutant really has to draw the attention away here. Kaza spotted in connector. Flying will try and take advantage of that. But in the 2v4, IPet have realized again this retake is extremely unlikely. They will look to hold onto their guns. And Vici are just doing a solid job at picking up these round wins. They're not really having to frag out in most of these rounds. They're just playing for the map control, playing for the objective. And again, IPet are forced to save this single rifle. Well, Vici definitely looking good right now. They've won the last 3 rounds in a row. And, okay, kills are coming in. I don't know why we're missing all the kills. Thank you, Auto Director, for missing all the action. I'll stick with Mutant, who is rotating over, but this round is kind of over. Yeah, okay then. Vici go for the quick aggression in towards A. Again, apologies about that. I don't know how we missed every single kill. But realistically, it might not matter. Vici have definitely got this round win. Lili gets the shot through towards CT. And IPet just having to save these 2 guns. Vici have been really good at trading onto these bomb sites. What's Mutant standing on here? Oh, wow. I didn't know that this is a spot. That's really cool. So you can just jump up onto here, I guess. That's awesome. I thought you had to boost over the top of that, but there you go. A little bit of knowledge for you there. Nice way to make sure he stays safe in towards CT. Well, with IPet holding on to these guns, and with IPet losing so many rounds, they're getting the money to continue to buy. So I suppose that's something that they can try and work with here. Again, it's another gun round, and Zoking, somewhat alone towards mid, will be dealt with. Lili gets the information. Perhaps a little too over-aggressive in that round. Maybe because they've been finding so many round wins so easily. I think I would be okay with that push from Zoking if he had a little bit of assistance. But just completely alone, gives away his life early into the round, and Lili comes surprisingly close to landing that shot. A very quick shot taken. Mid control will eventually go the way of Vici. There is a player in connector. Alman fully blinded up, looking to move forwards, but he will be caught from behind. Lili needs to be somewhat careful here. The players are close behind. Lili lines them up, nearly gets the double, and he does snipe them down. It's only Kaza left alive for a 1v5. Trying to just allow IPet to make the mistakes, to peek towards him. He might have a chance here, but doesn't expect Mutant's position. IPet back on the board after losing quite a few rounds in a row. And they also save 4 guns, which is definitely important for them. They don't have to reinvest too much into this one. They can get the full buy continued into round 11. Flashes go forwards. Alman has forced Mutant to reposition, but he spots the man over the top of the box. Ends up being a wallbang kill, and oh, the gap in the smoke will be utilized. Lili looking for even more. Molotov might force him out here. Oh, the smoke is there. Lili down low, and the second Molotov actually deals with him. Good work from Vici to take the AWP out of the round, but look at Mutant's position. Pushed all the way through B. He can communicate to his teammates that B is completely clear, and NMSL is in position for the opening. Flashes will be deployed to slow Vici down further. The flash is good. NMSL plays it so well in towards A ramp, and Kaza has got to win a miracle clutch. Misses the flick on the first. Flying picks up the round. And IPet are definitely looking a little better here on Mirage. It's looking like this could end up being a close map, especially with Vici not having money for this round. IPet will have a good opportunity to tie things up. This is the sort of round in which Vici could just throw some crazy aggression at IPet. So hopefully IPet will be prepared for that. They're actually pushing into top mid. A is completely clear right now. Luckily, Vici don't push right at the start of the round, and that means that IPet will be back in position. It's all about attempting to get the bomb plant here for Vici, and Frankie is getting that bomb down. Smoke is successful. Frankie, oh my god, how does he not get that kill? Advent manages to clean it up. Advent in with another. Could this be winnable for Zoking? He's in a Pretty good position. The spray is successful into the 1v1. It's Zoking to win the round. Where the hell did that come from? Vici just trade out on the A site. Zoking manages to take both of those fights individually. And IPet's just not ready for that push in towards A. It looks like IPet were in control of the round, but Vici somehow steal it away. And that has got to be a devastating round loss for IPet. They were up against such little investment. And oh, Kaza looking confident with the AWP. Both AWPers get openings. And Lili is just going to rush up mid. Look at this aggression. This is absolute madness. The AWP has pushed all the way in towards top mid, cleared out this position completely. However, it is going to be the A play coming through, and it's only Flying here on the site as it stands. Flying will have to fall back. Surely Lili doesn't go through this smoke. Spots over the top of it, but doesn't get the information. Advent attempts to get the bomb planted. Lili is fully blinded, so the bomb will be delivered to the site safe and sound. Vici decide to fall back into a ramp just to watch that bomb in the 4v4. The CTs begin to line up the retake. Molotov goes back to the bomb site. Zoking moves forwards. The AKs come through. Zoking picks up a quick couple of kills. And Mutant will be left to try to save. He can't really win this clutch with such little time remaining. Nice kill at the end there. Manages to get the AWP as a reward. And again, Mutant's fragging has been pretty good. But Vici, despite not having too many players up there on the scoreboard, are just, again, grinding out the rounds. At the end of the day, it's all about the objective. It's all about the round wins. And Vici are delivering those round wins right now. Just looking at the scoreboard, Vici have currently won 2 clutches in this first half, whereas IPet haven't won any. Lili has such quick flicks with that AWP. It's kind of crazy to see those so successful, so consistently land. Vici again though will move in towards B, and they've brought it into a 3-on-2. Man advantage found. Oh no, Lili just jumping forwards, not what he needed there. And Flying is just, I guess, on the cash register. Just having a look at how much money they've got. Turns out they don't have that much money. It was a low buy for IPet for quite a few of their players. Ooh, he hears the player close by, but Vici will not make the mistake of moving towards him. A little bit of damage done. Frankie so close to dying to the bomb. Survives on 1 point of health. It wouldn't really have made a difference anyway, because Vici will absolutely have a bye into the last round of the half. But I'm sure it would have been nice to get that kill. Either way, last round of the half. And IPet will have themselves a reasonable bye. But again, Vici will definitely be the happier of the two teams at the half. Nice spam from NMSL. Zoking has gone for that aggressive play a couple of times, so it's cool to see that they've adapted and countered it, and Lili uses the deagle to drop the bomb. Kaza comes in with one of his own, but Lili isn't done yet. The aggression continues. Advent is about to round the corner, and Lili will find him. One bullet right to the face. I'm loving the confidence that Lili is showing us. He's definitely been the standout player for IPet, but he decides to leave the bomb behind. They are happy to let Vici get the bomb back. Push comes through in towards ramp. Lili about to spot this player out. Cars around the corner. Lili gets the information. Nade goes in, but Frankie gets the timing just right. Lili pulls out the nade at just the wrong time. And that means that Kaza will happily lead the charge towards B, which is currently open for business. You can see Kaza just running in first with the Desert Eagle, allowing Frankie to be ready on the trade. Luckily, none of that is necessary because the bomb is about to be planted without any problems. Frankie gets the bomb down and F-Core doesn't have the kit, doesn't have the Kevlar, doesn't really have a great opportunity to win this clutch, but he will try his best. Kaza holding the angle. F-Core finds him, but he's got so many angles to check. Tries to get on the bomb. Frankie will spot this. Frankie executes him from behind, and Vici pick up a 10-5 half. Looking good for the Vici side right now. And speaking of Frankie, the player that they recently brought in to replace Freeman is having a really great game here on Mirage. Nice to see him fragging so well with 15 kills to his name. Looks like he's starting to fit in with this Vici side. By the way, I can confirm that Lili is actually Lan. I don't know why he's called Lili, but we can call him Lan from now on. He's made some plays. Nice opening from Zoking. Push going to come in towards B. IPet looking to see what they can do. F-Core in with the P250. Smoke goes down towards short. Zoking moves forwards. A second frag for him on the round. Looking for more, and he finds the follow-up. IPet just not getting it done on the B site. Mutants nearly gets a double kill, but it's Zoking to shut them out of the B bomb site. Vici win the pistol round, and that might put IPet a little bit too far behind on this map. They are going to have to come through with an exceptional T side if they want to stay alive in this series. Spray from Zoking, quick double kill. Alman gets one of his own, and this round is over before it's really even begun. Oh god. For a second there, I thought I was drunk. The blurry vision confused me. It's Alman with the AUG. Because he doesn't have the gun, it just makes everything blurry. But there you go. Alman manages to get the kill in the end. Vici up to a 12-5 lead. And again, IPet get the AKs. But you've got to think, in this sort of round, one of their players should probably sacrifice the AK just to get some more nades. Because they've literally got a smoke, a HE grenade, and a flash. I guess the counter to that is that if you just want to go for a quick rush, you don't need too many nades. But as the smoke goes in towards CT, they have telegraphed this push slightly. Rotate comes in, flying, opens up the site, but the Molotov burns him alive. AK's trading on towards A. They hold their man advantage, but Alman finds a gap in the smoke, nearly uses it to his advantage. Nades come through. Alman gets another kill. They line up for Alman. IPet just cannot get a round win right now. They're doing everything right, but Vici's individual prowess is just too much for them to handle. That looks like it was going to be a round win for IPet, but then Alman just steps it up. Nice shot from F-Core. These Desert Eagles can always be somewhat dangerous. Oof, that nade nearly does a lot of damage, but Lan secures the kill on towards the player. Again, Alman with blurry vision gets himself a frag with the AUG into a 3-on-3. More importantly, the bomb has been dropped over towards short. So IPet are going to have to work to get that bomb back. Ooh, a little bit of boost action coming through. We'll stick with NMSL because he's about to move in through jungle. The bomb will slowly but surely be recovered by flying. And they look to move through. NMSL spots the man, but wasn't really expecting to have to take that fight. The bomb can be delivered to A, though. Mutant gets another frag through. Advent will attempt to deny the bomb plant, but I'm not sure he's going to come in time. Flying gets that bomb down safely, and Advent ready to try to flank. It's actually Alman who's got the first kill. And Mutant will pick up the AUG. Molotov as well. That could buy him some more time. He's got the molly in his hands, but Advent is about to round the corner. Mutant pulls out the AUG, smoke for the bomb, so the molly will have no impact. He needs to frag. He needs this kill, but it's not going to happen. Alman fakes the defuse to make sure he can keep his teammates safe. And Vici will pick up yet another round win. Again, IPet have come really close in these last couple of rounds, but it might just be too little too late with the lead that Vici have. I like that IPet are still making calls here. They're not... Oh, God. As soon as I say I like something IPet are doing, they just decide to knife each other. God damn it. I like that they're still making these calls, though. The quick aggression isn't a bad idea here. Moving quickly in towards A. Advent will be able to stop them. Ooh, nice shot from F-Core, but the trades just come through so quickly. Frankie shuts it out. 15-5 for Vici. And I think IPet were always going to struggle as soon as they got this draw against this Vici side. Where's the player model? Honestly, it's been missing the whole game, and I'm just having fun with it. Whenever he whips the AUG out, it's always fun to see the blurry vision. We're heading into what could be the last round of this series. Kaza claims the opening kill. Aggression in towards A. Alman finds one with the AUG, not scoping in. F-Core with a nice kill. Mutant looks for a little bit more. The bomb will be planted. F-Core fully blind, and he doesn't recover. It's an absolute drive-by from Frankie. Mutant nearly transfers the spray, but it's not going to be enough. Vici take a 16-5 victory here on Mirage. Very well played by Vici. They are looking solid as a team. The players have been showing up really well. This is what you would expect from this team in the Chinese qualifier, and they take a comfortable 2-0 here against IPet. Make sure to stick around, though, because we've still got more Chinese games coming up. I think it is going to be eHome up against Nirvana on this stream. So that should be, I think, quite a close series between those two teams. Make sure to stick around to see if I am right. We will be back in about an hour and a half with that next game.
Charge up your game with excitement. Highest odds on the market. Coverage of all live and pre-match events. Place your bets with Solid Bookmaker and win with your favorite teams. Take what's rightfully yours with GG.bet.